all to check the Google Classroom regularly because I'm regularly posting the videos because till now I'm uploading the past lectures videos. It's already there. Those who want to be checked once again, you can use the video options. The two videos, YouTube videos are available, the previous recorded video. And the week one assignments, still now 32 participants are submitted. I'm really so happy. And all the work was very tremendous. Even I seen some of the comments from the father. He's also giving a lot of feedback. It's really wonderful. I will give my feedback after the Friday only because I already give the time space for you. After the Friday, you have to submit your assignment task. Therefore, I already mentioned it's not compulsory, but it's like for motivating you to know what is your level you plan to. For the reason I'm insisting to prepare some kind of PowerPoint through the Google Slides, you can share it. And still now I got 31 participants things. Just you can see who was submitted, who are not submitted. So just kindly check whether your name is there. So this is the people they given the submitted assignments in a successful manner. And see, some of them they're not sending link in a viewable mode, particularly for Subhalakshmi, Alif Yusuf, and Wilson. So all others PowerPoint I am content I'm able to view it, but only the few of them. See, I just to read the names. Those are submitted assignment, but the problem they are not sending as a viewable mode. One is Vanisha. Vanisha, kindly change your the Google Slides as a viewable mode. Okay. Also, sometimes I think so. Make it as a restricted mode. Kindly modify the restricted mode to open those who like to see this kind of they can see. Like there is a what is that? Anyone can access this mode that you have to modify. And other ones, Subhalakshmi, Sujana Golda, Ali Yusuf, and Wilson. So I request these members kindly change the settings. I'm going to show the settings how you can change it. For example, this is your PowerPoint Google Slides presentations. How you can modify the settings. Generally, we are clicking the share and copy the link. No, so instead of that, what you have to do after sharing here, you can find out this option. See, restrict to only added can open the link. Generally, it might comes like this for you. So what you're doing just to copy the link and you're sharing it in the Google Classroom. But what you have to do before copying this link, kindly modify these options. Change to anyone with the link. Once you press here, there is options to automatically make change anyone with the link. Please kindly see there is option for anyone with the link. You can check whether this mode is to be enabled from your end. Then after enabling it, just to copy this link, you have to paste the link in your Google Classroom, right? And for you that particular assignment task. Please, I request all, even some of the people's students who are sending the assignment task which I sent from my end through the mail. See, there is a Joel, Shakul, Shakti, Tina. So I really appreciate them. But I request the people kindly share the assignment task through Google Classroom. Maybe easy for me to check whether it's submitted or not. Please, I request all kindly submit it through Google Classroom. Suppose if you have any technical hits, you can call me at any time. Okay, so I can give the suggestion to upload it properly. Yes. Now I'm moving to the today's task. So in the Google Classroom itself, if you go to back to my Google Classroom, I already made the different headings. There is a agenda. So today I'm going to deal this area. If you click here, the agenda you're finding on Google Docs, you can open the Google Docs and check which are the area I'm going to be focusing today. So today I'm going to focusing on interactive presentations as part of the part three of the Google Slides. There, I'm going to talk about the different kinds of interactions. The interactions may happen from the teacher students, or teacher to content, or content to student, or content to content. Therefore, the interaction may happen with the different modality in different spectrums. It might be interaction might be. So these are things also we are going to discuss, and there I'm going to highlight some of the tools, add-on software. Then parallelly, I may give some of the tips how we can convert your normal PowerPoint to new interactive base. So this is my agenda of my presentations, and you can see the content which I'm typed here. Please kind of do this. Okay. Now I'm directly move to the Google our Google Meet. And before that, just I request all to open your camera, please. Dear, please kind of open your camera. I like to see all your face, and if you have any doubts, kindly ask me parallelly. I request all over opening camera. Thank you, Narmata. Yeah. What about others? I request all. Thank you, Jai Srinila. Thank you, Subbalakshmi. Thank you, Ajay. Please, I request all to open your camera. Then only the closeness may happen because today we are talking about the interaction. If I'm not seeing your face, I am not able to make see any interaction. That's why at least you have to open the camera because 1.5 hours, no. Even most of the time you are going to see my screen only. So kindly open your camera and then attend this program. And just I'm moving to my Google Slide. Yes. So this is the area I'm going to focus it. So today is the Google Slides part 3. I'm talking today is the Google Slide. The same Google Slide only I'm going to speak, but it's a part 3 because till now we are discussing about the part 1 as the basics and the part 2 as the multimedia presentation, how to prepare it. Now I'm focusing on how to prepare a PowerPoint with interactive mode. That I'm focusing. Just I'm going to add a small one slide. How can I add a new slide? Anyone can suggest? How can I add a new slide? So now already the second slide there. I like to add the new second slide. How can I add? How can I add? How can I add? Just I'm recollect the previous one after I move to the new area. Anyone, please? Am I audible? Hello. நான் பேசுறது கேக்குதா?
Yes, sir.
எப்பா யாரும் முடிஞ்சிலும் மாற்றமே இல்லையா? ஓகே, கிரேட். ஓகே, யாராவது ஒருத்தர் சொல்லுங்க எப்படி நம்ம நியூஸ்ல கொண்டு வரணும்? ஹவு கேன் ஐ மேக் இன் நியூஸ் லைக் செகண்ட் ஸ்லைடா ஒரு நியூஸ் ஸ்லைடு வரணும். என்ன பண்ணணும்?
Control M.
கண்ட்ரோல் எம். வெரி குட், வெரி குட். ரைட். சப்போஸ் உங்களுக்கு ஷார்ட்கட் தெரியல, ஸோ பிகாஸ் தோஸ் டெக்னிக்கலி சவுண்ட் அவங்களுக்கு தான் ஷார்ட்கட் தெரியும். ஷார்ட்கட் தெரியாதவங்க எப்படி நீங்க வந்து மெனு பார் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க, இல்லை டூல் பார் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணி எப்படி போகணும்? மெனு பார் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ண எப்படி போகணும்? இல்ல டூல் பார் எதையாவது ஒன்று வச்சு சொன்னேன். இந்த டூல் பார்ல எங்க இருக்கு அந்த ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்? வேர் இஸ் தட் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்?
The slide இல்ல
நியூ
new slide.
ஸ்லைடுக்கான ஆப்ஷன் எது? வெரி குட். ஸோ ஸ்லைட்ல நியூ ஸ்லைட், தட் இஸ் கால்ட் மெனு பார். குட், குட் அட்டன். ஓகே, ஸ்லைட்ல நியூ ஸ்லைடுங்கிறது த்ரூ த மெனு பார். நவ் தி கொஸ்டின், கீழே ஒரு டூல் பார் இருக்கு, ரைட்டா? இந்த டூல் பார்னா இது உங்களுக்கு இந்த கீழே இருக்குல்ல, இந்த பேக்ரவுண்ட் லேஅவுட், இதுதான் டூல் பார். இந்த டூல் பார்ல நீங்க எங்கேயாவது ஃபைண்ட் பண்ண முடியுதா அந்த ஆப்ஷன்? நியூ ஸ்லைட் ஆப்ஷன்.
Plus symbol.
Exactly. Babitra Terase, super, super, congrats. Okay, exactly what you said is that there is a plus symbol. But there is a plus symbol. Plus symbol press பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு வந்துருச்சு. கண்ட்ரோல் எம்னு வருதா? There is a shortcut. It's automatic is giving us. And அது பக்கத்துல ஒரு ஸ்மால் ஏரோ மார்க் இருக்கு. எது நமக்கு பெட்டர்? Can I go with a plus or a small arrow mark? Which is more comfortable for us? Which is more good also? எந்த மோட்ல போலாம்? நான் பிளஸ் மட்டும் ப்ரெஸ் பண்ண என்ன வருதுன்னு பாருங்க. ஸோ ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா ஸ்லைடு வருது, ரைட்டா? இதே வந்து இதை ப்ரெஸ் பண்றப்ப எனக்கு லே அவுட்டும் வருது. பிகாஸ் ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்லைட் we have to construct these slides based on the content. Therefore, when you are thinking about the content, better to go with this one. So there is a small arrow mark near to this. You can find a lot of templates like layouts. That which layout it makes suitable for the particular content, you can go with it. For example, you want to add some audio or you want to add some images. So for the distant methods may be, so see the title and body or one column text, you can select it here. So here you can add the images, you can add the text here. Like this, you can select the some kind of back layouts from the option itself. These are things we lost time itself we discussed. Okay, now I'm just moving the small brief about the interactive presentations. Now I like to create a small flowchart. I like to prepare a flowchart. Which option is more relevant here to prepare a flowchart? Or I like to make some kind of diagram, like we are talking about Venn diagram. No? I like to draw a Venn diagram here. Where is the Venn diagram options here? Please kindly.
Insert option. Go to insert.
Very good. Go to the insert. Go to the insert. Then.
And select
chart or diagram.
And select diagram option. Yeah. Diagram option.
Very good. Very good. So, so diagram. Right. In the diagram, I like to go with this mode because I like to go with a cycle. So the clearly selected. Now I like to go with this one. For example, I like to go with this kind of diagram. Therefore, I'm going here. Generally, the interaction may happen between the teacher. So where the interaction may happen, teacher, student. So actually, this is not exactly the Venn diagram. Okay, teacher, student, and content. So please, this is here answer for my questions. Generally, the interaction may happen between the two important things. So the interaction may happen between the teacher-student, or the interaction may happen between the teachers to content, or interaction may happen to the content to student. Is it correct or not? How the interaction may happen? The teacher may ask the questions to the students. Even the students may give the response. In this interaction may happen. Otherwise, if you're asking some polling question, you are asking some, as a teacher, I'm asking some kind of quiz question through online. You are giving the response. That response you are not directly giving to me. You are giving one online tool. So it seems that you are interacting with the content. Student with the content interactions. Therefore, the interactions may possibility between the three important pairs. Which are the pair? Just I'm going to type here the pair which is interaction made possible between the teacher to student. Is it correct? Teacher to student or teacher with student. Okay. Just I made the interactions possibility. So teacher with student possibility is there. Then another possibility, interactions. So in what way the interaction may happen? So the first interaction I told, teacher with student is possible. Then any other? Please, is it possible teacher with content? Teacher with content is possible. Hello, I request all to open the camera. Why you are hiding your face? Please, my dear. Yes, I request all. This is 92 participants. Kindly open it. Whether you feel boring, if you tell I don't ask you questions, please can you give the response? The question is very simple. Is it possible the teacher content interaction may possible or not? Teacher content. Is it possible? The teacher content interaction may possible or not? Hello. Can I ask the questions based on the name? Tina, kindly give the answer, Tina. Antinoel, Anupriya. So உங்களுக்கு பெஸ்ட் காம்படிஷன் எது தெரியுமா? மௌனமா இருக்கிறது. So I hope all are may get the first place in this. So happy to. இப்படி இருந்தா நான் என்ன பண்றதுன்னு தெரியல. What can do? இந்த டாபிக்கே இன்டராக்டிவ் பிரசன்டேஷன் தான். நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னு சொல்லுங்க நீங்களே. ஹலோ.
I think it's possible. It may be possible.
Thank you, Narmada. At least நீங்களாவது என்ன மதிக்கிறீங்க. Okay, thank you so much, Narmada, to give the answer. Okay, so possible. எப்படி possible? How it possible? Teacher content. இப்போ இந்த ஸ்லைடு நான் எழுதுறேன்ல. I am writing as a teacher. I am writing something. Therefore, what it happened? There is an interaction in my presentation slide. I am interacting with the content. So the content நான் என்ன பண்றேன்? இன்க்ளூட் பண்றேன். பேரண்ட் உங்களுக்கு டீச் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். So therefore, there is a teacher content interaction made possible. And whether it's possible to student plus content possible இருக்கா?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you, Narmada, once again. எப்படி இப்போ நான் ஒரு கியூஸ் கொடுக்குறேன், லைக் கியூஸ் இஸ் மென்டிமீட்டர் கொடுத்தா நீங்க அதுல ஒர்க் பண்றீங்க. ஸோ அதுல ஒரு இது கேட்டு லைக் போல் செஷன் நீங்க அதை ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணோம்னா ஆன்சர் வரப்போகுது, ரைட்டா? இப்போ என்ன பண்ணீங்க, ஸ்டூடெண்டா யூ ஆர் கிவிங் தி சம் இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் வித் கண்டென்ட். அண்ட் இதுல எந்த இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் மீனிங்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு நீங்க தான் சொல்லணும். ஸோ ஹியர் ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு ஆட் ஒன் மோர், டீச்சர் வெஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வெஸ் கண்டென்ட். ஸோ இங்க வந்து 4 இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் நான் பேசுறேன். தேர் இஸ் 4 கைண்ட் ஆஃப் இன்ட்ராக்ஷன்ஸ். என்னென்ன இன்ட்ராக்ஷன்? டீச்சர் வித் ஸ்டூடெண்ட், டீச்சர் வித் கண்டென்ட், ஸ்டூடெண்ட் பிளஸ் கண்டென்ட், அண்ட் சிமிலர்லி teacher, student, and content interaction. The மூணுல எது sorry, the fourth, which is more good, meaningful learning எங்க possibility?
Fourth one. Fourth one, sir.
Fourth one, very fine. Oh, very fine. So it's correct, exactly. So the interactions, it is much meaningful in the case of the online classes, but in the offline also, the teacher, student, content interaction is much important. Therefore, the center part is much important. Is it correct or not? Now you understood the interactions, no? Do you have any doubts in this? So therefore, the interaction may be possible between the teacher student, between the teacher content, between the teacher, so student content, and parallelly we can go with the three also. The three also possible. Yes. Now I'm going to move to the interactive presentations area. Yes. Slido add-ons. Slido add-ons. This is an add-on. I hope you already installed now. How many of them install these applications? How many of them install it? Kindly type in the chat box. Kindly type the chat box. How many of them installed? Yes, thank you, Jaystilena, Albert Jerry, Abita, Tina, Subhai, Josephine. I think for giving the answer in a single word, you are so happy. Okay, it's fine. It's single letter, it should be fine. So happy to see this much of responded. Yes, please, once again, and just all to interact with me. Okay. I don't know why you are treating to differ from your teacher. Okay. I'm the alumni of yours university, as a River College. Now I'm working in the Kerala that you know. I'm basically from Tamil Nadu. If you have any doubts, you can ask me at any time, please. Because without interaction, the classroom is not at all live. It's not at all live. Even the morning session, I take the classes for my MS student. Because we don't have BEd students, please kindly note. In our university, we don't have BEd. We have only MEd and PhD. Even I can force my MS students to open the camera. Without opening the camera, I won't teach. Because we are talking about the interaction, but the interaction, when it's possible, when the students face reaction, the teachers knows only it's possible. We can go with this, some kind of close happen. And see, just I'm going to give some input here. And teacher student, the teacher student interactions, just I put it up. Teacher the student interaction, when it happened in the sense, when the students believe the teacher. When the students believe the teacher. Is it correct or not? Right? And next one, when the teacher student interaction may happen. So when the students giving the respect, it's not respect, it's like he knows that he knows something, right? So that kind of recognition. So the next thing is the recognition. So even the teacher may recognize the students may recognize the teacher. Otherwise, there is no interaction. Please, why I'm talking about this one? Because in the interaction tool, the main thing is to be teacher-student interactions through the PowerPoint that also focusing. And see, when the teacher content interaction, when the teacher content interaction may happen, if the teachers are competent in the particular content. Suppose I'm not good at all in the teaching of Google Slides. I'm not able to do a lot of interaction with this. So therefore, the teacher content interaction is not possible if the teacher is not competent or he is not skilled to deal that particular area. So that is everything to be linked with each other. And when the meaningful learning possible. So meaningful learning. So I hope when the meaningful learning possible. The meaningful learning possible only with the teacher plus student plus candidate. If you are merging the three things in a proper manner, teacher, student, content, you should be intact with each other. Then it's called the meaningful learning. Then only the meaningful learning happen. Otherwise, it's not at all possible. Now, just I move to directly my demonstrations. Please, just I'm going to the Slido. I hope the Slido you already installed it. Once you install it, the first step you have to sign up. Please kindly see because I'm already having sign in. I request someone can share your screen. Those are how many of them using the laptop now? How many of them using the laptop? Kindly type in the chat box. Anyone, at least for a few minutes, you are going to demonstrate how to sign up. That process only you're going to share your screen. Other things I can take care because I'm already having the account. Due to that, I'm not able to highlight the same process once again. Now anyone can come forward. How many of them attend this program through laptop? Anyone. Only few minutes. Armada, are you ready? I think you're using both. You're using mobile phone. I think Anthony, Noel, are you using laptop, mobile?
Sir, mobile phone.
Sir, I am using mobile, sir.
Any other, anyone can use, anyone they're using the laptop. Kindly share your screen. Only few minutes. Just I'm going to highlight how we can sign up these slide. Once you sign up, only this is possible because I'm already having that one. See, for me, if I click the add and if I go to the Slido, I may get the open sidebar. Immediately, you can see this kind of adding the questions. But your end, it won't be there because you like to sign in first. See, you are finding the multiple choice question, open text. This kind of options you are finding. Right, because I'm already signing. Please, anyone kindly come forward to share your screen for only 2 minutes. Just I'm telling how to sign up. After this, I'm going to present. Anyone ready? Kindly type in the chat box. Based on my directions, you can do. Based on my direction, you are going to do it. Please. Anyone's ready? Hello. யாருக்கும் இல்லையா லேப்டாப் யாரும் யூஸ் பண்ணல anyone come forward otherwise can I go lead it உங்களால கோப் அப் பண்ண முடியுமா so thank you Jeba Kana to come forward please and just and stop sharing kindly share your screen Jeba please thank you so much to understand me Jeba please kindly share your screen Jeba Nyana Kamala thank you Jeba come forward I hope you know how to share the screen no so go to the Google Meet and you can find that there is a small present now options. Yes, thank you. So you did wonderfully. Yes, thank you so much. Now, please, I request all to see the screen of Kamala. Now you can demonstrate how to install this Slido. Please, very good. Thank you. So she's typing as a Slido. You are doing correctly, please. You can type Slido. 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 Yeah, this is called, I'm going to discussing about how the teacher-student interaction can happen through this. Yeah, now she's installing it. Yes, very good. Super. Continue. Yes, continue. Yes, she did. And she's given the permission. Very good. Nice. Yeah. Great. Great. So, sorry, from which department, Jnana? Jabinana Kamlakalan. Are you from which department? So others can give the answer because I think she's muted. Others can give the answer of the question. What is the department?
English department.
English, very good, nice. Generally, the language students are very good in the case of the web tools. That's why I'm asking. So even I plus a lot of language teachers, students, particularly in the English, they are very good at. They are very good to use this kind of technological tools. Yes, go back. Thank you. So go back to your Google site. No, please, Jnana, once again you can share it. Still is the process is there. Now you, please, only few more minutes. So you install it, then the next process also you have to demonstrate. Now I'm going to tell how to sign up. Yeah, thank you. Yes. So these are things you already know how to install it. Now I'm going to highlight how we can activate the Slido. So go to the add-in and yeah. So it's not coming. I go to the add-ins. Comes down. I think it's not installed properly. It's not installed. Just to refresh it. One thing. You can refresh this screen. You can refresh this screen. Yeah, refresh it. Then you can check it now. You can check it now, Adam. Yeah, it is there. Very good. Please kindly see. After the refresh, you can find this site for Google Sites. Kindly click the open sidebar. Open the sidebar. Please kindly note all of them. The first time when you open it Slido, you are getting this kind of things only. Please see, my screens differ, your screens differ. The first time users, those who are connecting the Slido first time, you are getting this kind of small pop-up menu on the right side. Now, there's a two options, sign up, it's free, login. Which are options, it's fine when you create an account. For creating account, whether sign up is fine or in a login is good. When you can use the sign up, when you can use the login. So what is the difference between sign up and login? No. When we can use the sign up? Kumaresan sir.
Exit from account.
Sorry, ma. No, that's சொல்லுங்க please. Kumaresan sir. Kumaresan. என்னப்பா இவ்வளவு சத்தம் இல்லாம இருக்கா? Tina.
Sir.
Yes, ma, please. சொல்லுங்க Tina. Sign up க்கு login க்கு என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ்?
கரெக்ட்டா தெரியாது, தெரிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் சொல்றேன்.
சொல்லுங்க, no problem. Yeah.
நாம நியூ அக்கவுண்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது பாஸ்வேர்டு இதெல்லாம் கொடுத்து சைன் அப் பண்றோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் மறுபடியும் அதை ஓபன் பண்றதுக்கு அதை லாகின் பண்ணி அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
என்ன டீனா நீங்க கரெக்டா சொல்லிட்டு இவ்வளவு யோசிக்கலாமா? So you did correctly. You said is correct. So the sign up is just creating an account. The first time user for creating an account, we can do the sign up. So second time onwards, we are using the same credential, we are accessing the data. Therefore, you can do the login. The Tina, what you said is exactly correct. That is the thing. People like you, all the people knows, but we are hesitant to speak to others. உங்களுக்கு தெரியுது ஏன் சொல்ல மாட்டீங்கன்னு தெரியல. It's a correct answer, Tina. Congratulations again. Yes, thank you. Please, Jeba can go with the sign up. Go with the sign up. Go with the sign up, Gina. Jeba, please. Yes, sign up for me. Please, the first time you can get this kind of sticks. Then there is option sign up with the WebEx, sign up with the Google. So you can do the sign up with the Google because you have the Google account. No? Sign up with the Google. Yes, yes, fine. And you can select the account. Yes, yes, fine, fine. Yes, great, great, super. Yes, success. You can close now. Fine. So thank you, Jeba. So wonderful. And you can click the install now. Click the install. Click the install. Yeah, otherwise remain me later. That is no need. You can close this one. Sorry, you can close the slide of Chrome extension. Yeah, go back to this slide and remain me later. Press the remain me later. Remain me later. Remain me later. No, no. Go to the 1 second slide up. Go to the 1 second add-on. No problem. Go to the add-on. Go to the add-on and press this slide up. Yes. So we're showing the real tech. Yeah, it's not an issue. This screen you can close and come back to the slide up. Thank you. Yes, Jeva, kindly close this screen. I think you can close this. Okay, but yeah, close this. But yes, fine. Go to the add-on. So you are able to complete. Thank you so much, Tina. Add-on. Yeah, click the add-on. Yeah, click the add-on. So once again, you can press this side up. Once again, press the side up, and go to the open sidebar. Open the sidebar. Yes, great. Yeah, click the remain me later. No, remain me later. Remain me later. Yes. So thank you. Now you can stop sharing. You can stop sharing. Thank you so much, Deba, for helping me a lot. Okay, because this is a process I'm not able to do my end because I'm already having the login due to that. Now just I'm going to share the screen. Thank you once again, my wholeheartedly and share my thanks to the Jeba who helped me in these aspects. Just I'm coming back to my presentation. Yeah. So the first thing after the login, what you have to do is first you have to do the sign up. Sorry, first you have to install the add-on. After the installations of the add-on, then you can go to the sign up. After the sign up, you are finding this kind of option. Now I'm going to create a activity. Please see multiple choice, open text, word cloud, rating, ranking, and all. Just I'm going to one by one. So the same process. The first steps you are doing the Slido add-on. Then you are going to the sign up or the login. Then after this, see, there is an option multiple choice. So I hope you knows what is the multiple choice. Suppose if you are asking a question in multiple choice based, the students might select a single response. That is for multiple choice. And the other one is called open text. Open text means like open-ended question. Like I'm asking the questions, no, gently open question. The students may give the any response. There is no kind of closed options. The open responses it might come. There is a word cloud. Based on the student's response, automatically the output may come to cloud, like a cloud-based may come. And if you want to conduct some kind of rating, for example, whether you like WhatsApp is high or you are liking very much Google Classroom. Like if you want to go with some kind of a rating, you can go with the rating. That's also ranking. Suppose I'm giving the 5 food items. So which is the food items you like most? For this, you can go with the ranking options. And the cues mode, suppose you like to conduct some kind of cues activity. After conducting the activity, the students might get the result also. That also possible. So this is called, I'm going to do the interaction with my student during my PowerPoint presentation. Please kindly note, I am using Google Slide as a presentation. During my presentation itself, I am going to connect with my students through this kind of different activity. This is called interaction. Here, the teachers may interact with the students through this kind of activity, and that is students may connect with the content. Like now, the first demonstrations, what you have to do, suppose I like to add the multiple choice question in between the down slide. Please kindly see. This is 6th slide. It's a multiple choice. I like to add a slide in down through the activity mode. Therefore, I'm going to the multiple choice. I'm going to the add-on. There, I'm going to click this slide low for Google Slides and click the open sidebar. And what I'm going to do, I'm clicking the multiple choice. Please kindly see there is a multiple choice. And press the multiple choice because a lot of things are the multiple choice open text word cloud. We are going to discuss one by one. The multiple choice here you have to ask any question and give the options also. For example, I'm going to ask the question. Here are the questions for you. Yeah. Which of the otherwise yeah. Which are the features? Which are the features? Which are the features familiar with you? Familiar with you in the case of Google Slides. So which are the features which are the features familiar with you in the case of Google Slides? Just I'm going to ask the questions here. Insert image, then insert audio, then insert video, then insert this what is that? We may use the avatar in insert avatar, then hyperlinking. Like this, I'm giving a lot of options. Okay, hyperlink, then just I'm going to ask the questions. Yeah, GIF images, right? GIF. Now there is option for allow select multiple option. Even you can assign the students to select multiple answers. So you can select it here, then you can go with add presentation. Now see, I am in the 6th slide. Once I press the add presentation, what it happened? Please kindly see the changes happen to my Google Slides. Now I'm typing everything the right side. Just I'm going to press the add presentation. Now we have to find what the changes happen to my presentation slide. Kindly check what is the changes happen. What is the changes happen? Anyone can tell what is the changes happen?
Open the new slide.
Yeah, see the same with the question which I typed there. No, automatically where it's coming. It is coming as a slide, right? Now, similarly, I'm going to the open text. I'm going to add one more open text question. So here I'm going to ask the open text question. So suppose if you like to know what is open text, if you keep the cursor, you are getting the description also. The students might give the response like this. Collected text response to open-ended questions. Suppose I'd like to ask some open-ended questions. How do you feel about? How do you feel about? How do you feel about this kind of online classes? Or how do you feel about the online classes? All right? Just so you can give the answer based on the work classes. Okay. How do you feel about the online classes? Suppose you would use if you allow the people to submit multiple response, you can give it here. Then see, I am this eighth slide. I'm going to add presentation. Now you can see there is a eighth slide. There is a eighth slide. It comes with a new slide. You can see the same question which I typed there automatically comes here. Right? Now I move to the third options, word cloud. I'm going to ask some word cloud questions. Here I'm press the word cloud. So here the student's response comes as a word cloud. So just I'm press the word cloud. Here I'm asking the simple question. What is your favorite food? What is your favorite food? What is your favorite food? Even you can give the multiple response and add presentation. See, once I click the add presentations, you can see the entire screen. You can change. See, there is a new slide. What is your favorite slide? So the new slide is coming here. And similarly, I'm going to other. Please kindly see, I'm going to add different activity. I'm adding different activity one by one. Now the next activity I'm going to add as a rating now. Here I'm clicking the rating. Once I click the rating, just I'm going to ask a simple question. It's like a 5-point scale or 3-point scale. So rate your proficiency to handle the Google Slides. To handle the Google Slide too, right? And plus the add percentage. Even you can go with the 10-point scale or the 3-point scale, as you like, you can go. Add to presentation. So now I'm adding lot of questions in between my presentation slide. So previously only the slides are there. Now I'm adding the content in between the slides also. Yes. Now you can see. Yes. Very fine. Now I'm going to ask some Q's question also. For this Q's, what I'm going to do, I'm press the Q's. I'm going to ask some questions, right? Yeah. So the question is that Google Slide is a presentation tool. It's a presentation tool. So these are the questions you have to prepare well in advance. I'm just asking the question is true or false. True, false. So you can give the false, right? No, that's a true. Sorry, listen to this things the teachers may selected value before, and you can go with the enable timer, and you can give the time also. And if you like to show the leaderboard after the students are attempting, you can press the show leaderboard, and you can go with the add questions. Like this, I'm added there is a 5 activities. Please kindly note, I'm added the 5 activities. So all the 5 activities I'm used with the use of the my Google slide with the use of the Google Slide. Suppose you like to go with the new questions, you can go with the new questions. And once again, if you like to go with the Q's, you can go with the Q's. Just I'm going to add a new questions, one more questions. Yeah. Yes. Pixabay, yeah. That's otherwise Pexels. Pexels adding add-ons is for free images. Then copyright images. Just I'm free images and click the add presentation. So like this, you can go with n number of questions and things like that. Now please kindly see my screen. I hope still now you don't have any doubts. Please kindly check my slides number. So this is my third slide. This is my third slide. This is my fourth slide. This is my fifth slide. The fifth slide, this is a code. Okay, that's also telling how to create that code also. Then 6th slide, 7th slide, 8th slide, 9th slide. 9th slide is a content. 10th slide is the image. 11th slide is a content. 12th slide is the image. Then next is content. Next is a content through the Google Slides. Like this, I made one by one. Right now, I'm going to create this kind of coding also, because this code, no, the slide, just I'm deleting this code. Just I'm going to generate the code. How you can generate the code? Further, you can go to the Slido. So you can go with the add-on on the Slido. If you go with the add-ons, once you can go to the Slido for good slides. Open a sidebar. There you can find out there is one more options down to the options which you discussed now. So you are finding the lot of options like multiple choice open text. If it comes down, you are finding the option called joining instruction. Please kindly see. So here we can give some kind of instruction to the participants The spot is in the case the students. The students can connect with us with one code. For showing this code, we have to press this one. Please kindly see. Now in the fourth slide, now I am starting the fourth slide. Once I press the join instruction, I can get the new slide. I can get the new slide. Yes, the new slide is here. See, there is a new slide. There is a new slide. Even I can change the code, please. There is a code 93992. Suppose I want to customize the code because the students is very difficult to type. Therefore, what I'm going to do, 9300, I can customize the code as I like. So now this is a code. Now you can see based on the code changes, automatically the code also will change in my screen. So these are things you have to do well in advance. Even you can do while preparing the PPT itself. And during the presentation, suppose you are coming to the classroom, how you can present the screen. Now I'm going to tell how to use this in our classroom. Please, still now I'm talking about the creation. How to create here this kind of interactions. Now I'm going to tell how to implement or how to use this, how to use these interactions things in our classroom. Please, anyone can tell, I want to go with the presentation mode. How can you go with the presentation mode? How can you go with the presentation mode? Please, just I'm closing all of it. How can you go to the presentation mode? What is the option? The last class we are discussing now, what is the presentation? The create, collaborate, present. How can you go with the presentation? I request all to open the camera, dears, please, dears. Open the camera, my dear. I don't know why you're hiding. I am showing my face twice, two camera, right? I don't know what is the issues in this, right? No issue. Please kindly come forward and give the answer. How can I present it? How can I present it? Now I like to come for the presentation mode. Anyone can tell? What is the option we can use it for presentation?
The blue color arrow.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that is for the Google side. That's for the Google side. Because this from the Google Meet, if you want to share the screen, it's okay. But now I'm already shared the screen. Therefore, I can go with the present. It's enough, right? Suppose if you're not sharing the screen, the Google Meet, you can go with this one. I'm already shared the screen. That's why I'm going to the present. Thank you. Anyway, good attempt, Advita. Now, are you able to see my slide? Are you able to see my first slide? Are you able to see my first slide?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you able to see my second slide? Third slide, fourth slide? Yes. What you're finding here? Are you getting the code 9300? So this is a code I constructed, but I didn't modify it here. Just 1 minute. Yeah, just 1 minute. So I can go with this slide. I can delete this slide because it sometimes make confusions to you. Just I'm going to start presenting. Once I present it here, I hope you're seeing there is a code in the above my screen. So now you are getting the code. What is the code you are getting? Are you getting the code? 93,000. Yes, yes. Now what I'm request to all go to the slido.com. 1 minute. Just when I tell that time you can go with this. Please kindly see my screen. This is the first slide. I'm going to the second slide. I hope you are seeing the second slide. Are you able to see the second slide? Kindly type in the chat box. If you're seeing the second slide, you can type 222 in the chat box. Please. Can you type 222 in the chat box? So this is a full screen you are seeing. Yes, thank you. You can type only 2. Thank you, Jabaniana. What about others? Others, kindly check whether you are able to see. Thank you, Narmata. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Are you able to see the third slide? Yes, third slide. Then I move to the fourth slide. I'm going to the fifth slide. So now I'm going to start some kind of activity with the multiple choice. Once I press the multiple choice, please kindly see the previous slide like this. Once I press the multiple choice, right? If I go to the next button, automatically the questions will be visible. Right. What you have to do, I request all to go to the panel. You can open any website. So any mobile phone, you can open your new tab. Or if you are using the laptop, you can type slido.com and you can type the code 9300. Please, I request all to join. Then only you can understand how it will be working. Otherwise, you cannot know it how it will be working. I request all you can join with this and you can participate in it. Participate in this activity. See, I'm using the PowerPoint. Now we are going to give the answer invariant, but the answers might come here. Kindly check whether the answer is coming here. For this, you can go to slido.com. After that, once you give the code, yeah, thank you. So I got the responses. Insert images, only one responses. Insert image, insert image is knows, right? Others also, please, then only you can know how you can give the responses. This was synchronous. The teacher is online, the students also online. They each one's giving the responses, right? Now I got the 3 responses. Thank you so much to give the responses. Yes, I got the 4 responses. So you can see the responses. Only the things I'm using the free versions, so that's why we cannot know the names of the people. But in the queues we can see. So I got the 5 responses. I request at least 50 participants can join. Then only you can know that how the students' view should be. The students' views differ, the teachers' views to be differ in this case. So thanks, super. So I got 10 responses. Thank you so much to respond this much of people. Yeah, I got the 14 responses. Now you can see the responses in the left, right corner, you're seeing the responses. 16 responses, I got this called interaction. I hope now you understand the interaction now. What is the interactions? Now the students are interacting the content and parallelly as a teacher I'm monitoring along with you. So I got the 18 responses. Thank you so much. Those are contributing the responses here. I came to know that out of 18 people, 83% of people are good into insert the image. 47% of people knows how to invert the video avatars. They knows audio. Only the people they're not familiar with GIF images and hyperlink. Yes. So do you have any doubts? How do you feel about this option? Can you type in the chat box? How do you feel about this options in these features in the PowerPoint itself? I'm using a Google slide only. The Google slide itself, I'm adding this content. How do you feel? If you feel good, you can type yeah, like. If you're unlike, you can put you in the chat box. I can go to the next level. So I got the 222 responses. So thank you. Since most of them like this particular features, like this, you can go with any kind of polling session, asking questions. It will be meaningful also. Now I'm going to the next question. Next, please kindly see. I'm going to the next slide. This the next slide is an open text. Now we are going to give the response in the open text base, right? Just I'm going to press the next slide. Automatically the questions will be visible here. Please, I request all to go to the one second slide because we already connected the slide or no. How do you feel about the online classes? How do you feel about the online classes? You can give the one word answer. No, don't type much. Good, bad. Like this, you can type. Okay. Those are connecting with the slider.com with the same code. The questions might be visible here. Yes, good. So I got the response from good. I request the people type the answer and give the name also, at least initial. Then others can know it. No? Good, fine. It's like open-ended. Good, good. So I got the 3 responses. Nice, not bad. Tina's good. Some people are bored. Exactly, it's bored. Yes. What about others? So please, I request all give the answer and then give the name also. Then we see to find. I got the 50 responses. So now the students may give this kind of open-ended answer through this. Instead of a chat box, you are giving the answer through the Slido itself, right? How do you feel about this feature? Are you happy with this feature in the Slido? Now you are giving the answer in a open-ended base. So it's a great features in the case of the Google. Yes, now I'm going to the next slide. Okay, now the next slide is talking about the word cloud. Your responses, it's common to say this kind of word cloud. For example, the artificial, like this, there's a cloud is coming now. Similar kind of activities I'm going to organize it. Once I press the next button, you can see what is your favorite food. The questions immediately, those are connected with the Google, Slido, they can see the same question. I hope you are seeing the same question. You can give the answer, n number of answers, like idli, dosa, biryani. You can type anything. So the first answer is biryani. So very fine. The first answer is biryani. What about your food? Yeah. So next one is the other one is a biryani. So this is spelling mistake. Yeah. I got the 3 responses. What about others? 5 responses. Helen, curd rice, very good. So she's like curd rice. But most of them biryani. Okay, mutton curry, very good. Some people say mutton curry. Yes. Yeah. Italy is all-time favorite. Okay, fine. Pongal, very good. Meals, some people say like meals. So Srina, I got only 12 responses. These others, can you give responses too? Yeah, some people having dosa. Very good. Very good option. Very good. Yeah, some people the different answers. Biryani. So it seems most of them biryani and dosa. Chapati, very good. Some people say chapati. Party lemon. Other than party's lemon rice. I don't know whether your party is preparing a lemon rice. So when your party carries after lemon rice, what you like? So it's fine. Fish curry. Oh, I think that person belongs to Kerala, it seems. Okay. Fish curry means very good. So I got 20 responses. So how do you feel about this? Here, based on the student responses, automatically it's moved as a cloud base. And see, there's some of the words related pongal, biryani, dosa, no? Why that font is little big compared to the other food items? Can you able to predict why the particular items are little big in size? Sorry, please, anyone can tell the answer. What is the reason the particular
சார் நிறைய பேர் அதை
letters? Super, Sayed, correct. That's for frequency. நிறைய பேருக்கு என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்க அதே ஐட்டம் பிடிச்சிருக்கு. அதனால என்ன ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா நிறைய பேர் பொங்கல் பொங்கல் டைப் பண்றப்ப பொங்கல் 4 பேர் சொல்லாம பொங்கல்ங்கிற வேர்ட் பெருசாச்சு. அதுமாதிரி பிரியாணி, அதுமாதிரி தோசை. ஸோ இதுல இருந்து நம்ம ஈஸியா கண்டுபிடிச்சலாம் யாரு மோஸ்ட் நம்பர் ஆஃப் த பீப்புள் விச் த ஃபுட் தே லைக் இட். ஸோ இந்த கேஸ் நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த தமிழ் பீப்புள் தே லைக் பிரியாணி. ஓகே. அண்ட் பொங்கல் பிடிக்குது, தோசை பிடிக்குது. ஸோ மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த பீப்புள் ஆர் ப்ரிஃபர் சிக்கன் டூ. ஸோ நைஸ் டு see this much of answer from your end. Yes. So now I move to the next options. That is called rating. So இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு rating like நம்ம when you buying the online product, no, immediately கேட்பாங்க whether you satisfied with the 5-point scale and all. The same kind of question I'm going to ask you through this mode. I'm pressing the questions. Rate your question to handle the Google slide. 5ங்கிற பாயிண்ட் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா நீங்க வந்து வெரி குட். ஸோ உங்களுக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியும். 4ங்கிறது குட், 3ங்கிறது மாடரேட் லெவலா தெரியும், 2ங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் தான் தெரியும். ரைட்டா? 1ங்கிறது ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாதுங்கிறது. Now you can see I'm easy to get the உங்களுடைய proficiency I can able to check immediately. So I got the 14 responses. Out of these 18 responses, I came 20. 30% of people are good in very good to use. 50% are good. 33% are moderate. 8% of people are okay. They're good, fine. But no people because no one can, because at least they can know how to use it. So very great things. This is called rating. So we can check the pulse. Even you can conduct some kind of voting poll also. You can use this kind of polls. I hope this is fine. Though. How do you feel about this feature? How do you feel about this feature? Even the students can join with it. There is a QR code. You are seeing the QR code. No? Even the students connect with the QR code. That's also possible. How do you feel about this tool? Hello. If you like, you can type L in the chat box. If you don't like, you can type yes. Very good. Yes, fine. So yeah, very good. Thank you so much to give the response. Thank you, Sayed Ali. Thank you, Sudarshan, Kavita, Isha, Nish, Miris, Messi, Deepa Lakshmi, Arya, Arocharal. Yes. Now I move to the next options. Cues. Can we conduct a small question and answer session? Are you ready? Here you are going to check whether you are winner or lost. Here the things is that the students might join with the names only. The previous activity, there is no need for the student's name, but this activity, the students may connect with the students' names only. Now the Google Slides are present is true. So now what do you have to do? You have to join this queues. Please kindly go to the slider.com and the same code, and it asking the name. Kindly type your name. You can give your initial, that's an Albert Jerry, Melba. So this is like a small activity. Yes, Jay Stanley, Albert Jerry, Sayed, Narmata, Melba, very good. And Josephine, Preeti, Steffi, Narmata, Melba. I got the 15 students. Now I got the 17 students. 18. What about, because I got to 25 responses, hopefully 25 might join this activity. Yes, I got the 19, Gilbert Chadha. So here, when the students are ready, the teacher may start this event. So for start this event, you can press here. Once you press here, automatically the start the event. Please kindly note, here you are giving the answer based on the speed accuracy. Based on speed and accuracy, you are getting the question. Whether it may be first question or last question, up to you. Are you ready? If you are ready, you can type R in the chat box. I'm going to start this event. Are you ready? I'm going to start a quiz. Very good, Jeba. Just I'm going to start the event. All the best to all of you. So, yes, 1 minute. Yeah. The question is that Google Slide is a presentation tool. Give the answer. Google Slide is a presentation tool. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, over, time up. Right? Very good. So from this, I came to know that 95% of people give the correct response. Only 5% attempt wrong response. We can see who is the winner now. We can see who is the winner. Yes, congratulations, Jay Stanley. She is the first one. And second one is Steffi, third one is Melba, fourth one is Josie and Edith. Here I already mentioned, no, all are attempted, maybe the 95% of people attempt correct, but based on the speed. Based on the speed, those are giving the answer, they are the winner. Now the second question for you, be ready, the question for you. The next question for you. Sorry. Yes, Texels add-on is for add-ons. Okay, add-ons is for what purpose? 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The time is over. The time is over. Now, yes, I got the 24 responded. From the 24 responded, I came to the 88% of people give the correct response. We can see who is the winner now. The winner, once again, the JS Tandia. Congratulations, JS Tandia. The second place goes to Yedil. Third place goes to Shakti. Fourth place, Albert Jerry. Then fifth place, Sona Lakshmi. Right? So very good. So how do you feel about this activity? How do you feel? So are you satisfied with this tool? Because this consists of the word cloud, open-ended questions. What is this? Multiple response-based questions. This kind of cues. So all the things in a single tool is possible. And can you tell what kind of interaction happened here? What is the interaction? Here, the interaction happened between teacher to content or content to teacher or these teacher student. Sorry, content student. What is the interaction? What is the interaction happen here? Here, the three interactions may happen: teacher, student, parallel content. All the three is possible in this case. And just I move to the next slide. So if I go to the next slide, you can see the next slide. Are you able to see the next slide? Yes. Just I'm going for the escape button. So for the come back here. So yes. Do you have any doubt about the Slido? Do you have any doubt about the Slido now? Thank you, Babita and Eli, to give the correct answer. Please. Do you have any doubt about the Slido? Now the question to you, you have to give the mark 5 mark, right? 5 mark. The 5. Suppose if you like the Slido tool is very much, you can give the 5 in the chat box. If you feel is good, you can give the 4 mark. The moderate level is good, you can give the 3 mark. If you feel that not much of worthy, you can give the 1 mark. If you don't like it, you can give this 1 mark. Okay. So I hope most of them giving the 5 marks. Thank you so much. Yeah. So here, whether I'm using the PowerPoint or any other, I'm using the normal PPT, normal Google Slides only. But I'm adding the Google Slides along with the Slider tool. Then you can see the interaction, how the effective interaction happen. This is called teacher, student, content interactions. So this kind of things. Even we can go with some kind of audience Q&A. Please kindly see. Just I'm going to suppose you like to go with some kind of question answer section to the students. You can go to the add-on. Once again, go to the Slido for Google Slides and open the sidebar, and you can generate this option, audio Q&A as an audience Q&A. Previously, we have the audience Q&A. Default it is there in the case of the Google Slides, but we can use the slide also. If you click the audience Q&A, there is a Q&A may enable. you can activate this Q&A. Now you can see there is a Q&A. Now just I like to activate this and just to go for the presentation with slide. Yes, someone's already put the answer. Now audience Q&A. You can give the answer. Go to the slido.com. Those are connected to the Slido, automatically you can see the screen. You can give an answer. So anonymous, yeah, please, I request all to go to the Slido. Those are connected previously, go to the Slido and ask your any questions. I just can give any comments in it. You can see, because other people are giving the vote only. I request all to give the answer, give the questions. So this like top questions, recent questions, oldest questions. You can go to once again the slido.com because all the students are connected with the slido.com. Similarly, the activity which are connecting, all the activity the same code, the students might connect. So if you're giving the questions, if you're asking the questions, any questions may list out here, the teachers may give the responses. So like this, you can go with some kind of constructive way of question answer session. Constructive way. How to insert GIF image. I will come to that one. Narmata is asking the question. How to insert the GIF images. The same, what you have to do, you can download the GIF images from the net sources, just so you can add the images from your Google Drive or any desktop. Okay. Thank you, Narmada, to ask the questions. Similarly, any people can ask the question. Suppose I'm giving the answer, immediately you can tick mark. So it seems that I'm giving the answer for this. We can add the formula for slide cues. No, but there is an option in the slide of we can add as an image. We can scan that particular question. For example, you are using the integrated public differential equation. What you have to do, you can scan this particular question as an image. After that, you can insert as a question. We cannot be add. Okay, that is the issues that you can check with the Satra modalities. Okay. Thank you, Swarna Lakshmi, to ask any very meaningful questions. Any other questions? So like this, the teachers may give you any responses. Suppose I'm giving the answer for this questions, I can make it a different color. The people came to know that I'm giving the answer for Swarna Lakshmi questions. So this way we have to go with some kind of structural way of question and sessions to the students. Just I'm coming back to the escape. I'm doing the escape to come back to the normal view. Yes. I hope you don't have any doubts in this slide. Now I move to the other tool. Suppose you like to check the other settings. Just I'm going to tell these other settings where is available. If you go to the add-ons, go to the Slido. In the Slido, you can see there is a small 3 dots. This is settings. Please kindly see the settings. Suppose you like to see the other settings, you can go with this share setting, customize the structure. If you want to download the entire results, if you want to reset the session, if you want to duplicate the same session, if you want to switch the session from one session to other session, everything you can go with the setting option. It is available. Once you go to the Slido, you can see that there is a 3 dotted lines there. You can select it here. Right now, I move to the other tool that is for virtual facilitation. Please, I request all to install this tool also in your facilitation. So yeah. This is also another add-in software. You can go to the add-on. You can go to the get add-ons. You can type this. This is not that much of Slido-based things, but somewhat good features are available. That's for I'm highlighting here. Some of the which are the good features is available in the virtual facilitation. Just I'm showing here. Go to the Google. Yeah, you can type the here as a virtual. Then it automatically comes to virtual facilitations. That this one. So there's a 4.6 rating. You can install this one. So I'm already installed it. I hope you are seeing this. So after installation is over, you have to go here. You can go to the add-on. You can go to the virtual presentations. Here they're given this much of option: timer, slides, celebrations, word cloud, even for dot voting, laser, reactions, group tools, assets, QR code, contact me, registrations. All the features are available. Kindly check each features one by one, and some of the features not directly involved in our case. Only few features it may go to incorporate this. And just I'm going to tell one by one the features of the virtual. The first one is a timer. Suppose you want to add some kind of timer in the each slides. You can use the virtual presentation. For example, you want to show the each slide for 5 minutes. You want to fix the time for 5 minutes for each slides. You can go to the add-on, go to the virtual presentations, and you can click the timer. Once you click the timer, automatically there is a pop-up menu comes to the right side, the same kind of Google slide. And see, you can fix the time. Suppose you like to show the 2 minutes or 2 seconds, you can select the 2 seconds. And so this for the minutes. So I I'm putting with 1 minute. So I like to go with only 1 minute. Then after that, if you want to add this one, and there is option for color at the end or blink at the end, then go with the start. So now you can see there is a small yellow color. The timing is running. So 56, 54. Now you can see the timing. Suppose you'd like to add some kind of small activity. For this, you want to show the timing to the students, you can use this mode. This also fine. This only for the timing, for timing adding. You can go with the minutes or the what is this? Minutes or seconds. Suppose you like to stop, you can stop here, you can delete this. Suppose you like to delete this, the yellow color or white color layer, you can delete it. Automatically goes. This for the timer. Okay. This was another interactive small thing. The second one, lasers. See, there's a 3 images. Suppose you want to focus only one bird very deeply to the students. Because when you're talking, for example, there's a 5 images like a square, rectangle, triangle. But when you teach these students, you want to show only one images that you have to focus in. For this, you can use the laser. It's not a laser pointer. It is a laser. Just I'm opening the laser. Once you click the laser, it asks you to select the plus symbol. Here, once you select the plus symbol, you can see you can round it. I can just round this one. You can select this round at any bird. Okay, even you can maximize here. What is the advantage? After selecting this bird, you can go to there is a yellow color mark, no, the right side. Once you press it, what will happen? See, the other things totally fat. The other things, other backgrounds, no, totally fat. Only the image which you like to focus to the student, it's showing us here very brightly. So like we can hide the other things. It's not hide, like you can make some kind of blur things in the other things. Only you can focus on the important points. Suppose I like to move to this bird. You can keep this bird. The same circle you can keep it here. And go to once again to the laser pointer. Now you can see the second bird, now you can see clearly in the second bird only. The other birds are totally spread. So like this, you can focus on any important points, particularly for teaching. No, so you're teaching, if you want to emphasize some specific points, you can go with this. And there is other options in the case of the virtual, the timer, laser, and this I'm coming here. Celebration. Suppose you like to entertain students with some kind of small GIF activities. So you're asking some kind of GIF things, no? Here they're asking the celebration is here more. Here they're giving a lot of animated celebration things. For example, you want to show the banana dance to your students. Just you can press the banana and insert it. So once you press the insert it, you can see there is a banana might comes in dance here. This kind of see. I hope you're seeing some banana it's dancing here. This kind of small GIF celebrations things you can add. So while delivering, suppose one student is giving the answer, for motivating them, you can use this kind of small GIF images. And see, just I move to the other one. I'm just stop here. Then I'm going to the other one, like balloons. Suppose you like to show the balloons, you can skip the balloons. So lot of balloons may come. Only things based on circumstances, you get to select the which celebrations days might go. So you can select it here. It takes time to be opened with that balloon. Yeah, now you can see the lot of balloons. It's coming here and there. I like to stop now. So you can stop here. You can come back to the other one. Then you can go with the bubbles. You can view the bubbles. This time I'm going to play it. You can see some of the bubbles here. You can see some of the bubbles. Like some kind of animations going here and there, right? Suppose you like to stop this one, you like to go with the other one because they're given a lot of features in this. Gorilla. Suppose I like to go with the gorilla. You can see what is gorilla. So automatically, yeah, now the gorilla comes and dance. Okay. So this is a small kind of celebrations for motivating the people. So you can use this kind of small animation things. Now I like to stop this one. You can go with the same feature. We can find the other one like heart, matrix, monkey to panda. Just like we can show the panda now. So now we are going to see the panda. Wow, it's a very good dance. The panda is doing dance. So how do you feel about this dance? So this is kind of small layer you can use it for when motivating students. Suppose you're asking the question, one students give the responses. For engaging them, you can use this kind of small GIF, right? So they given the term as a celebration itself. It gives some kind of happy moments in the classrooms. And the next feature, just I'm coming back to the next feature, timer, laser, we discussed, celebrations are over. Then here also there is a word cloud. This we know, that's why I'm skipping. There's a QR code, it's a good one. Suppose you like to go with some kind of online examination with QR code base, you can go to the add-on, go to the virtual presentation, click the VR code, and you can type any website address, any URL, any websites. So for example, I'm just typing is www.google.com. Just you can enter it. Automatically this QR code, it may comes in this screen. So you can convert any code, any URL into QR code. So like this, you can convert, you can generate a QR code. And this code you can show through the Google Meet, and the students might scan and they can participate in any activities related to this. Even if you like to change this QR code based on, see, there is a code, our Google slide code, no? I'm copying the entire code and paste this code here because the code is very complicated in the Google Slides. Just I'm converting the entire Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. So now I convert this here, new Google. Just I'm deleting the previous one. Yeah, now you can see the Google our QR code. This the QR code is for the my Google Slides. Now I'm doing the presentation for this QR code. So even you can minimize the size wherever you like to keep this Google this link. You can keep it there. Okay, that should be fine. Then similarly, other features are available like dot voting, reaction. Yeah, the reaction is fine. Suppose you like to show some kind of reactions, like congrats. So this is, you can press the clap, automatically the clap reactions when it comes. See, so the students can know that what you're going to show here. So for motivating students, you can use this kind of small emojis. Because in the case of the mobile phone, lot of emojis are available. But when you're using any kind of Google online classes through laptop, you can find the more number of emojis. Therefore, you can use this one. The other features, it's not that much of functioning. It's fine. You can explore the other features too. So this is a tool I'm talking about, the virtual facilitations. This is also fine. Yes. So any other doubts you have? Any other doubts you have up to now? So we have 15 minutes more. Do you have any other doubts? Do you have any other doubts? Do you have any other doubts? And tomorrow, because now if I start also I cannot be able to finish this kind of interactions now. So because we have 15 minutes time only. Now, if you have the questions, you can ask me now, please. If you have the questions, you can ask me now. The next class, I am focusing on how to do this kind of interactive slide deck and how to make the presentations more interactive. Like once you press the crank, how you can put the crank. Once you press the root, how the root is supposed to be lead the like we can talk about the hyperlink in the next classes because we have only 50 minutes time. Please kindly and tell how you feel about these tools, the tools which I'm focusing today. Only two tools I'm focusing. One is Slido, other one is called virtual facilitations. Kindly explore these things and you can add. So please kindly note, don't make it a new slide. We already prepared some slides, no? Because we already shared the slides. In the slide itself, you can do this kind of activity. You can add 5 or 3 content in between your the slide which you prepared previously. Don't go with the different files. Okay. Please, if you have doubts, kindly ask me now. Any other queries? Hello, dear. Any doubts up to now? And some of the small tips I may focusing now. Yes, please kindly see because we have the 10 more minutes. this is not directly interaction, but I am going to give some kind of small tips. Even these tips might helping to construct your PPT. Even these tips, this kind of tips, no, it good in the case of the your normal PPT because lot of shortcut it means same as it in the PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. See, there is a example. Double click to select the word. For example, there is a word. Normally, what you're doing, see what I'm doing, just I'm selecting with the mouse. All right. So suppose that I like to mark this area. I can mark this with a mark and I'm just marking a different color. But my intention that I want to select only the double. So instead of selecting, just I can double click. See here, click, click. Once I click twice, click, click. Automatically the doubles be selected. I hope you are seeing it here now. Once I do the demonstration, this is the basic steps. It might helping you to make it here some kind of meaningful things while preparing the PPT. Generally, while preparing a PPT, no, suppose you like to modify some word. So when you're selecting the word, sometimes you may select the off, or sometimes only the partially may select. A lot of confusion may correct. For example, I'm modifying the fonts here. I'm modifying the font. See, that in the double, only the E is not selected, all others are changed the font. Because I'm not selecting properly. Because I'm selecting through the drop and I'm using the mouse and then select it. But instead of that, there is a shortcut. Instead of selecting through the mouse over the cursor, just drag and drop. You can double click. Suppose I like to select the word I want to select it. Just you can keep the cursor above the double the word. You can click twice. See, click. So once I click, immediately the doubles may selected. Suppose similarly, I like to select the word select. What I'm going to do, I'm keep the cursor above the select and I'm going to click. Now you can see the select is selected. So this is a way we have to select the appropriate the text. Is it working in your end? Kindly check. You can type some word and check it whether it's working in your end. You can double click. Don't click once. Is it working? Is it working? If you're working, you can type W in the chat box. If you're not working, you can type N. Working represent W, N represent not working. Yes, working, Armata, thank you. What about Anthony? Very good, super. Yeah. So it's working. Nice. So this is a great tips. Right now I'm moving to the other tips. Now I like to select the entire paragraph. So I have a lot of paragraph. For example, I'm selecting the same word. Okay. So once again, I'm typing here. So here, for example, this is a paragraph. So this much of paragraph is there. Now I like to select the entire paragraph. How can I select this entire paragraph? How can I select the entire paragraph? Previously, you know, sir, if you click, we may get the only triple. But I like to select the entire paragraph. So what you have to do, you have to triple times you can click. See, click. Sorry, once again. Click. Yeah, you can see there is a paragraph of the 3 lines is selected once again. Click. Now you can see the entire paragraph will be selected with the 3 times of click. Is it working in your end? Is it working? Double click for selecting the word. Triple click is selecting the paragraph. Even there is a 10 paragraph, you want to select only the first paragraph. Instead of select and drop. You can use this kind of mode. Is it working? Is it working? You can type 3W. 3W means 3 click is working. Okay. Yes, thank you, Anupriya. Yes. So 3 times you type W is fine. It's also good. The way of giving the answer. Yes. Any other answer? Yes, thank you. Now I am giving the other example. So this is, hold the control stick to copy the straight line. This is may work in the case of the laptop, particularly in the PowerPoint, but this tip might help you, like a control. So what is the purpose of smart copy? For example, just I'm adding one images. I'm adding one circle image. Sorry, I'm going to add some image. I'm adding this image, right? What is smart copy? After selecting it, you can just press Control D. What it happens, kindly check. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. What do you get? So the content which you copy, no, automatically it may comes in some kind of sequential order, right? And suppose you select all, so you are selecting all, and you can go with once again Control D, right? It may increase in like anything, right? So this kind of smart work, it should be possible. It won't be changed here and there. Okay, some kind of very smart way of copying, it will be good. Even if you like delete it, you can select all. For deleting what you have to do, you can select all. After selecting all, just you can press the delete button. That's possible. This is autocorrect options. This I already mentioned that the last time through the accessibility, we can do this through the formatting. For example, if I like to type St. Xavier's College regularly, what I'm going to do, I can type SXC, that's enough. Put the enter. Automatically the St. Xavier's College may come. There is no need to type. So whenever you're typing the regularly the same word, same college name, instead of typing the each time the full, you can go with the shortcut, and the shortcut you can fix it through the accessibility. You go to the accessibility, you're finding the formatting. There you can do some kind of settings in this. Even the checking the misspelling, even we can go to the canvas. Canvas is the template only showing here. Yes. So now we have the 4:24. We have 5 minutes more. Please kindly ask your question. Kindly give the question. The next week, I'm going to talk about this kind of thing. For example, because I like to teach now, but now the time there is no time. Suppose I'm going to present here. Now I like to teach the trunk. So when the students are press the trunk, automatically it goes to the trunk page. Suppose this, if you want to teach the root, you can press the root, it goes to the root page. So like this, you can give some kind of hyperlink in between the page, and we can explain the exact thing, which is once you click, automatically it goes to particular pages or particular area. Even you can see this video. That's possible through this kind of hyperlink that I am focusing the next class. And finally, the next class I am focusing how to create a small video, if possible, because I come to next week. We can prepare a video through the PPT. But I will try to, because still I'm not able to complete the interactive presentation. A lot of interactive presentations are there. Still now I'm talking about the teacher student content and teacher content. Okay, now the next week, the next classes I'm talking about how the content interactions. For example, how the slide, this slide is connected to this slide. How this slide may continue with the next slide. So like this, I'm going to speak. See, there is a slide you're seeing here. So these are things I'm going to focus next week. Suppose there is a PowerPoint. There's a 5 important points. There's a 5 important points. You want to go to the third point, you can press the third point, automatically go to the third point. If you like to show the third point, you can click the third point. This kind of small interactions, we can make it. That I'm going to focus on the next week, how to make the interactive slide deck, how to make the interactive presentation as a content interactions. That I'm focusing the next class. And meanwhile, I request all up to the previous week assignment, kindly upload, share this link in the Google Classroom before Friday evening, please. Yes. Now it's 4:26. Please kindly, if you are asking the doubts, I may give the answer. If I know, I can give the answer, please. I can stop presenting here.
Yes, students, it is the time for interaction. If you have any doubt, kindly proceed with your questions. Hello.
Hello, dears. You don't have any doubts? Others can ask the question. If you're not asking the question, I can ask the question. Even though the answer is same only because you're not responding to me. Okay. So even if I ask the question also, there is no response. So I hope the next time onwards you may doing a lot of interaction. I request all to interact with me because through the interaction only we learn a lot. Otherwise, I cannot know what he knows, what he don't know. If he knows, if I do the interaction only, I came to know that oh, these are things you're familiar, these are things you're not familiar. I can focus that particular specific area. Otherwise, I can speak what in my mind. Please, kindly give your feedback.
Melba.
Yes, sir.
Hi, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank our distinguished course instructor, Mr. Thiagu, for making an excellent presentation. Making this section very meaningful and interesting. Actually, before 1 week, I have no idea about Google Slides, but now I learn major things in Google Slides. Especially today,
Melba,
interactive presentation.
உங்களோட சவுண்ட் கேட்கலமா?
Such as quiz, rating, open and
Melba, your voice is breaking.
question, multiple choice, using Slido, then virtual presentation. This is possible only because of search, simple explanation and understandable presentation. Surely, sir, this gonna help us in all future events. A big thank you, sir, for your efforts towards this section. Thank you, sir. And thank you, my dear friends, for your patient listening and humble cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Melba. Okay, thank you. Sir, Salim, sir, I want to know whether the students are using now official mail, whether that mail
Yes,
ID
sir,
having
yes, sir.
the recording options. In the Google Meet, they have the recording option for them.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. But
So,
sir, we are recording in the college only. Nicholas are only recording.
my question, suppose, because they all are using their particular official mail ID, suppose.
Okay, Melba, thank you.
No issue, Melba. Sir,